Hello everyone and welcome back to the FRC Historian. For those of you who are wondering what this video is about, I'm going to diverge a little bit from what I normally do. I normally do history on FRC so you can gain a wider appreciation for what FIRST is and how far it's come. But today I'm going to be looking at some strategy for the 2019 game, since there is match video for one of these competitions. When I was an FRC participant, I was a strategist, and I loved watching Week 0 competitions and then strategizing which teams are going to move on the furthest, what strategies can I use. So now, with only one being here, I'm kind of disappointed because I think there were at least 10 scheduled, but only one had a live stream. And then future videos, which was the Week 0 in Merrimack, New Hampshire, where Team 3236, Triforce, picked 1153, and then 246, and the second alliance, 58, Riot Crew picked 5687 and 1517. Actually, in this competition, the second alliance pulled off an upset on the first alliance, winning the competition. So if those of you wondering why it's a big feat, team number 58 was the second alliance captain, and they had a very interesting strategy that made me smile when I first saw it. What they would do is, during the sandstorm period, they would drive off and onto the drive off of the platform. Then during the teleoperated portion, they drive right back up. Now running for 18 points. And in this Week 0 competition, there were very few matches where 18 points wouldn't have made a huge difference. For reference, there were only 2 matches that had 3 ranking points, those being Qualification 6, where Team 58 won the match, and also Quals 13, where as a surrogate, Team 58 won the match, meaning that they did not count the ranking points. So in the one match where there was 3 ranking points, Team 58 and 3236 won the match with 1 ranking point, and since 3236 had more points throughout the qualification rounds, they were rank 1, whereas 58 was 2. 58 picked Team 5687, and then 1517. The surprising thing that I saw was 1517 and 58 couldn't score in the fuel or cargo segments. So what they did was they reserved their scoring till the very end. So other than 58 getting up onto the top platform, 1517 made sure that they were on the bottom platform every single time so they could get their 3 points. Whereas 5687 started to score cargo and hatches in the very beginning. Starting off in quarters 3 match 1, they won the match. Quarters 3 match 2, they actually lost their second match. Then they changed their strategy. For all of you who know, at the very beginning of every match, you're able to place 6 game pieces across the field on the transport. So, in the third match, Team 58 elected to put 6 hatch panels. And what happened was, they put those on there instead of putting cargo in, and the Blue Alliance put 3 hatch panels and 3 cargo, and the cargo bounced out. But the way that the Red Alliance, and the second alliance, was able to play off of this idea is that they played the entire match for 5687, would score cargo into the transport, at the end scoring however many they could get, and then going back onto the platform to get 3 points. So by the end of the match, Team 58 had scored 18 points in endgame and the autonomous period, the sandstorm. 1517 would score 3 in endgame, and then Team 5687 would score as many as they could in cargo, at 3 points of cargo, and then score 3 in the endgame. And for the third quarterfinals match, the tiebreaker, they did win, setting a record of 53 points. They went to the semis where they won both of them, tying the record of 53 and then 50. And then the finals, they went 50-32 and 51-41. Finals match 2, what actually happened that was interesting in my opinion was that Team 5687 was only able to score 3 cargo, whereas the Red Alliance was able to score 7. And other than that, when it came to the ending climb, the Red Alliance only had 2 robots that got on to level 1, whereas the Blue Alliance had 2 on level 1 and 1 on level 3, which actually did make a difference at the end, where at the absolute end of it, they actually tied at 29 teleop points each, with an equal amount of autom points as well, worth 12. So at the very end of the match, they each had 41, but due to a technical foul caused by the Red Alliance. The Blue Alliance pulled away 51-41, winning both of their finals matches. So now, for those of you who are wondering what strategies to employ, I'd recommend preloading hatches, and obviously going for rockets, as during a Week 0 event they weren't able to get any rockets due to it being a new event, being a new game, and not everyone is as well versed as they will be in a few weeks. So for your Week 1 event, I would totally recommend doing what the 50 Alliance did, putting 6 hatch panels on, going for the end game, because those 18 points are incredibly important. If you're wondering how much 18 points is for what they did, they score each cargo panel, no, each piece of cargo is worth 3 points. 6 of those is equal to what 58 did in the entire match. And the only alliance that could get more than 6, 7 actually, was the First Alliance. And when it came down to the very end, the Blue Alliance, the Rank 2 Alliance of 58, 56, 87, and 15, 17, of only one of which could actually score hatches or cargo, they won over the Rank 1 Alliance because they were able to play a unique strategy. I'd make a unique upset about this, but pretty soon I know there will be some upsets. Thank you for listening. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to comment below. Thank you.